What's up, dogs and dogettes? Welcome to week 6 of the NFL Football Pickem series with your boy Harkdawg 25 here. And let's jump right into it because I don't want a long video. I don't know, I did an editing error last week where I had like 10 minutes of blackness at the end of my video. Must have been like one sliver of a picture 10 minutes out, and what it does, it just renders all of everything between the pictures as black. So I'll be a little bit more careful this week. I was in a hurry last week because I got dog sit. Still got dog sit. That's where I'm going after this. Anyways, let's get into it. Harkdawg's results from last week: 8-6 win-loss, 7-6-1 against the spread. I didn't win a Sunday night game, and I didn't win a Monday night game. If I win any of those, I'm in the money. I've gotten 5th place 3 times this year, and it only pays out 1 through 4. How unlucky can I be? How unlucky can I be? Oh my gosh. But still doing well overall. I'm actually tied for first overall with 46 correct picks. As you can see, I'm 46-31-1 versus the spread. Win-loss overall 49-28. So not doing too bad. I'm actually doing really well versus the spread, so I'm happy to see that. If I can keep that going. Let's see, 46 times 3 is 120. 138 and then get a 9. If I get 145 on the season, guaranteed money. Guaranteed. Yeah, because I had 256 games. It'd be 145 and 121. It's about a 60% clip, which is pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let's go to the subs. Still playing only against Fitz Canada. If you want to play against the dog, leave your picks below. Just type them out. Type out SD for San Diego or GB for Green Bay. SF for San Francisco. Just type that below and see if you can beat me or Fitz, because Fitz is doing pretty well. At least straight up. Straight up, he was 9-5 last week against the spread. A little bit rough. He came back down to earth after his first week against the spread. 5-8-1 total, 50-27. So he's beaten me overall in the win-loss. But against the spread, he's 16-12-1. Like I said, he was 11 and 4 last week, which is really good. Then went 5-8, so he's kind of leveling off a little bit. The spread is where it's tough. So let's get into the picks, shall we? Let me adjust my computer screen here. Take a sip of my tea. It's like 55 degrees in my room right now. It's freezing. Anyways, we'll knuckle down. Can you see my breath? Can't? Okay, that's good then. All right, first game, Thursday. New Orleans Saints at home against Atlanta Falcons. Falcons favored by 3.5 points. New Orleans just been a dumpster fire this year. They have no defense, no offense, and the running game is suspect. I mean, who the heck is Breeze passing it to? Willie Snead? Coleman? Benjamin Watson, who actually I picked up on my fantasy team this week. I don't know if I'm going to play him, though, but I think he's going to be a good pickup because Breeze loves the tight ends. But don't we all, you know what I mean? A little chiding. Atlanta, Devontae Freeman's just on an absolute tear. Julio, tear. Hankerson's in there. They had a good defense. They're kind of swarming. And they've can't keep them down because I think they have like 3 or 4 fourth quarter comebacks this year where they were down going in and they just came through and somehow won. Last week they should have lost. I picked Washington to cover the spread, but Atlanta did win by 6 points, so Washington covered the spread, so that's all I care about. This game, I got Atlanta winning and covering. I think they're going to score a lot of points on that Saints defense, and I think the Saints are going to be 1-5, and Peyton's going to be looking for a new job. But we'll see. Maybe they'll ship Breeze out of there. He's making like 30 mil against the cap this year. Christ, you could have saved Jimmy Graham. You could have saved Kenny Stills. Could have saved probably some defense. But anyways, next game, Sunday games. New York Jets favored by 5.5 at home against your Washington Redskins. I have the Jets in this one. I just feel coming off a bye. Todd Bowles, good coach. Fitzpatrick, if he doesn't turn the ball over. Marshall is healthy. Decker's back to being healthy. Ivory's healthy. The defense is healthy. Revis is healthy. This team is finally healthy. And they're not going to put up many points. I feel like they put up probably 20 to 24 points, but Washington's going to struggle. They'll probably put up 13 points. Morris has been hampered. Matt Jones has been hampered in that backfield. So who are they going to hand the ball off to? Some random person. Pierre Garcon's been doing well. Jordan Reed's been doing all right. But I feel like the Jets are going to win and cover this game. Cousins just doesn't have it in him, as we saw in overtime against Atlanta last week. Next game, Pittsburgh at home against Arizona. Arizona favored by 4 points. Easy pick, Arizona in this one. Pittsburgh, Michael Vick. How the hell did they win that game against San Diego? I was literally going to throw stuff through the TV screen. Phil Rivers throwing pick sixes. Where's the defense? Unbelievable. I was so irate. So irate. But Antonio Gates came back in. He provided me some fantasy points. Yeah, thinking ahead. So yeah, I drafted Heath Miller right away for the first 4 weeks. And I drafted Gates like in the last round-ish. And plugged him in. Boom, 25 points. No big deal. I got Arizona winning and covering. CJ2K. Carson Palmer's just absolutely on a tear. Fitz on a tear. John Brown's on a tear. The defense is on a tear. So, Arizona winning and covering. Next game, Kansas City at home against the Minnesota Vikings. Vikings favored by 3.5 points. Now, in my one league, I have my first 2 picks. Jamal Charles, Dez Bryant. Gone. Jamal Charles gone from Kansas City means this team is gone from any hope of reaching any sort of playoffs. I don't care how good Nile Davis is. I don't care how good they think this Charkandrick West guy is. Alex Smith cannot lead that team to 9 more victories to win. No way, no way. So I got Minnesota winning and covering. AP just going to absolutely be on a tear off the bye week. I think they're going to get Cordell Patterson in there a little bit. Mike Wallace might actually catch the ball. Charles Johnson might actually catch the ball. Jarius Wright. I feel like Minnesota is just a little too strong. And Alex Smith can't throw the ball to a wide receiver. Macklin's not a big play guy. All they have is Kelsey, and that defense is suspect. So Minnesota in this one. Next game, Buffalo at home against my Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals 5-0, and I'm loving it. Loving every second of it. The Red Rocket throwing touchdowns. AJ Green, my boy Eifert. This team all around is just humming. Last year they had Eifert out. They had Sanu out. Or not, they had AJ Green out. Sanu was still there. Marvin Jones out. That's 3 of your 5 weapons gone. Jeremy Hill is rookie. You know, now you got Bernard Hill in the backfield. Eifert, Jones, Sanu, excuse me, and AJ Green. Just a complete 180 from last year. I mean, Andy Dalton's throwing, putting it on the money. He's running it. He's making really good decisions. The defense is good. They're coming back in the fourth quarter. Or not. And this team has a different feel to it. Buffalo, Tyrod Taylor is injured. Sammy Watkins is complaining. They're probably going to have about 15 more penalties overall, which is, you can't make mistakes against Cincinnati. Not this Cincinnati team. And I feel like Buffalo's going to make a lot of mistakes, a lot of penalties. Tyrod Taylor's not healthy. McCoy's not healthy. Carlos Williams not healthy. Boobie Dixon sucks. So I got Cincinnati winning and covering this one. Next game, Detroit at home, favored by 3 points against your Chicago Bears. Bears coming off 2 victories. How the heck did they beat... Well, I know how they beat KC. Charles went out. That's how they beat it. Because there's just... I can't believe they've even won 2 games. This team is such a dumpster fire. They chuck out Jared Allen. They chuck out another guy. They're selling every component they have. Cutler comes back and they win 2 games. Weird. Detroit, Matthew Stafford cannot throw the forward pass anymore. They brought in Orlovsky, and he's most famous for running out of the end zone for a safety in a game. I mean, he's just that bad. And I don't see this team doing well. Chicago's defense is a little bit better than we thought early on. Cutler's there, so he's getting the ball to Forte. If he doesn't turn it over, Chicago's going to win this game. And I think they're going to win this game and cover. Next game, Cleveland at home against Denver Broncos, the #1 defense in the league. Don't have to put too much emphasis into this one. Denver is going to win and cover this one. Peyton Manning's going to do just enough. I feel like CJ Anderson is finally going to get over 50 yards in a game. Maybe a touchdown. Hopefully. Yeah, I drafted him like 4th overall. What a waste of space. Unbelievable. Cleveland, McCown's throwing the ball really well. He's got Barnage in the mix. He's got Travis Benjamin. And he's got Duke Johnson Jr. out of the backfield. So they do have weapons there in Cleveland. The problem is Denver's defense is the number 1 in the league. Number 1 scoring. And number 1 in turnovers. Number 1 in sacks. And this defense is winning in the games. It's not Peyton Manning. I feel like they're going to be in McCown's face all day. They might swing it out to Duke Johnson, get quick passes, but McCown, he's just going to be overwhelmed. So I got Denver winning this game and covering. Next game, Jacksonville at home against your Houston Texans. Houston favored by a point. Jacksonville, Bortles looks legit. This is a tough game to pick. He's got Robinson. He's got Hearns. And Julius Thomas is coming back. Problem is they don't have a healthy running back. So it's just going to be pass-happy offense. You got Toby Gerhardt, who sucks. T.J. Yeldon is hurt. Denard Robinson is a QB. It's not going to be that good. So Houston, I feel like they found a guy in Hoyer. They're going to stick with him. Mallett is a little whiny crybaby on the sideline. Not a tough player. And I think the defense is going to... They're going to play defense and run the ball with Arian Foster. And they're going to throw it up to my boy DeAndre Hopkins, not Denard Hopkins. Now, I think they're going to win and cover this game. Just hoping. I mean, it's a pick'em game. That's why it's only a point. It's too close to call. Next game, Tennessee at home, favored by 2.5 points against Miami. The tight end coach led Miami Dolphins. Whenever you make a change in the middle of the season, it's never really a good thing. And especially you bring on somebody that doesn't have any... he's the tight ends coach. He doesn't have any, QB coaching. Doesn't have any offensive coordinator coaching. He just went from tight end coach to head coach, which is never a good thing. So I feel like Tennessee is going to win and cover this one. Wisenhunt and Mariota, they're going to smart combo. I feel like Miami's going to hand the ball off to Lamar Miller, which I hope they do. And get it in his hands a lot because he has been a colossal bust this year as well. He is CJ Anderson-like. So I got Tennessee winning and covering. Next game, Seattle at home, favored by a touchdown over to Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers have not played anybody. Okay, let's get that straight right now. They played Jacksonville. They played New Orleans. They played Houston. They played Tampa Bay. These teams all suck, and like 3 of their wins come between them. Like Houston beat Tampa Bay, and yeah, something like that. But they kind of like mingled it. Jacksonville beat Houston. Jacksonville beat somebody. They might have beat somebody. But anyways, the strength of schedule for Carolina is like they should be 4-0 against those teams. Seattle at home, coming off a tough loss. But I'm glad they did lose. I think they're just going to be ready. They're going to take it to Carolina. Carolina's got good defense, but they don't have that good offense. They got Greg Olsen out there and John Stewart and Cam. And Cam is the MVP of that team so far, but he's not going to stay that way. Not in Seattle now against the 12th man. It's going to be a low-scoring game, probably 20-10, but I think Seattle's going to win this game and cover. Next game, woo! My Green Bay Packers, yes! Against the San Diego Chargers at Lambeau Field. Favored by 9.5 points. You know I'm going with this. It's going Green Bay. Let's go down the checklist. Lambeau Field. Aaron Rodgers. James Jones. Eddie Lacy. Randall Cobb. Clay Matthews. Julius Peppers. One of the best secondaries in the league. And Mason, I'm going to make every field goal from here on out Crosby. I hope. San Diego's O-line, suspect. We saw that on Monday night when Pittsburgh just trashed Rivers all night. And their defense got trashed by Michael Vick, who can't play football anymore. Lo and behold, and they're going into Lambeau. So this is going to be a boot stomping. I'm 35-21, Green Bay. Rivers will throw a couple touchdowns, but he's going to throw like 2 picks. So, but he'll get some garbage yards, which will be nice for my fantasy team. All right, next game is really tough. San Francisco at home against the Baltimore Ravens. Super Bowl rematch from 3 years ago, and boy, these teams have fallen. San Francisco looked decent against the Giants last week. Baltimore, looked decent against the Browns. Giants are definitely better than the Browns. Baltimore doesn't have a defense. And they got no one to throw it to. Steve Smith being out, they got Kamar Aiken, Crockett Gilmore, some other dude that can catch the ball, and then Forsett. Forsett's the key, but he might be injured this week. So I feel like San Francisco is actually going to cover this game. They might win. I'm not sure, but I feel like San Francisco is going to cover. It's going to be a really close game, 24-23, something dumb like that. So I'm taking San Francisco in this one against the spread anyways. Baltimore might win. I don't know. These teams both suck. So it's too tough to tell. Next game, this is so easy. Indianapolis Colts, Deflategate, revenge game. And New England favored by 7.5 points at Indianapolis. New England, let's face it, New England's put up a 50 burger on them. Guaranteed. Brady, 4 touchdowns, 350 yards. Gronk touchdown, Edelman touchdown, Deion Lewis couple touchdowns, Blount touchdown, defensive touchdown. Andrew Luck sacked a bunch. Tom Brady screaming his head off, spiking balls, you know, chest bumping people. The Tom Brady we all know and love, he's going to be there in full flight, and they're going to crush the Colts, New England in this game. Then Monday night, Philadelphia Eagles. Looking like they're getting back on track. Bradford's playing better. His completion set is going up. They got DeMarco Murray the ball more than 5 times in a game. The Giants are coming off a victory, a good victory against San Francisco, but it is San Francisco. And everybody's like, oh, the Giants, they could be 5-0. There's a reason why they're 3-2. They probably should have lost that last game as well. They're not that good a team, and everybody's just hyping because, yeah, they got a couple wins. Oh, great. Great. Who did they beat? Washington, Buffalo, and San Francisco. Boy, there's some powerhouse teams right there. But Harkdawg, Buffalo's 3-2. Yeah, and they scored 14 points against the Tennessee Titans. 14 points. Boy, what a powerhouse. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? Philadelphia in this game, winning, covering. So those are my picks. Leave your picks below in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed. And we will see you next time. And good luck if you're facing